Navigant Consulting, ringing the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange. I'm here with the CEO and Chairman, Julie Howard. Good to see you. Congrats, you're celebrating your 20th anniversary as a listed company.
Thank you, we are. Very exciting to be here, really appreciative to have the opportunity. I can remember 20 years ago when we were an energy consulting firm with about 22 million in revenues, and today we're almost $1 billion in market cap, 5,500 employees, and really serving some core industries. We've had great success as an organization, so this is really a prime time for us to be celebrating.
What's driving the revenue forward, and what sort of percentage growth do you see in the next 20 years?
Well, so right now, knock on wood, we're experiencing double-digit growth, which I think is phenomenal in this kind of economic environment. And it's really been driven by, as an organization, we've always aligned ourselves and had a proficiency in really anticipating and helping our clients resolve the impacts of regulatory change, whether that would be strategic or operational or some sort of legal risk or compliance related matter. That has been kind of a core underpinning for the organization for 20 years. But I think what's really notable is we have focused our industry sectors on financials, healthcare, and energy. That's over 85% of our revenue stream today. And I think that's really, those are industries that are facing significant transformation, have been and will be for the foreseeable future.
Let's tackle healthcare, since that's been a huge topic of this year's presidential campaign. A lot of concern about drug pricing, Mylan, case in point there. What do you tell your clients about how to prepare for maybe a less friendly environment in Washington, D.C.?
You know, I think that no matter the environment in DC, the Obamacare is going to hold. This is really about a fundamental change in payment reform here in the United States, and it impacts really operationally providers and physicians and payers in the pharmaceutical and life sciences markets. That's going forward. I think that train has left the building, so to speak. And so, you know, we just are there to try to help work with them to be able to manage their businesses towards that new environment, which is about lower reimbursements all the way around.
And how about energy? That's been a problematic industry this year with a lot of job losses, a lot of price fluctuation.
Right.
What are some of the big challenges in that industry that you're seeing with your clients?
So for us, we're not really in oil and gas. We're mostly kind of a power utility business, and this is probably the prime industry that's facing significant transformation, and it's about finding, for utilities, kind of a new steady state as it relates to smart grid, energy efficiency, having to build renewables into their systems. This is a big significant issue is distributed energy, which is that you and I are producing our own energy today, and it's not just the utilities. So they're facing a lot of challenge in their business models going forward, and so that's where we're seeing kind of that sweet spot for us.
Julie, I'd love to get your reaction to a survey out today by PwC that looked at corporate boards and diversity. In that survey, just 24% of male corporate directors think diversity makes better corporate performance. 89% of female directors think having a diverse board does impact performance. You are in a very unique position to defend the case for diversity on the board.
So I'll say it this way. I don't tend to use the word diversity, I use complementary. And so as chairman of my board and participating in other boards, I think it's about complementary skills and experiences. Take gender out of it. To me, it's about the different complement of skills that you bring onto the board and into the executive suite. Now, having said that, half of my team is male and half of my team is female, and I think that's because we bring that complementary nature, and that's a better leadership team when you have both genders represented. So I think there's better performance in that kind of situation.
Julie Howard, great to talk to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.